Just making sure we get our live stream up for those that are coming in late and those that can't make it. All right. So happy Monday. Happy Monday. Welcome to your Experts University morning. Oh, where were we? Okay. Our weekly sales huddle, all familiar faces in the room. So good to see everybody. Good to see everyone. Everyone knows my name, Ray Cole Jackson, and Jessica will be joining us. Jessica Story will be joining us shortly. Jessica Nowak, our community success manager, is already in the room. We know that our call every Monday is powered by Model Mortgage Experts, where we have, our discussions around the mortgage space, what's going on in the lending world, and how it impacts your business. Now, I'm sure you guys are watching. Everybody's watching. We are at the end of the year, and we actually have just four more Monday morning calls, because the week of the 20th will run up into my birthday. So that will be our final Monday morning call for the year, because December we will take our break for December from that morning call. But again, we'll still have our classes. You guys will still be doing the work, but we're going to take December to use Mondays to recalibrate and reset and get ready for 2024. So thanks, Michael. I don't even have anything planned. I probably won't have anything planned until the day before. My birthday is the 26th. So my husband usually plans something and I just oblige. But with that being said, we literally have, after today's call, we have 4 more calls. Day before your son. Okay, he's amazing. We literally have 4 more calls. And so with these last 5 calls, including today's call, we just want to power through. We want to power through and make sure that we just really get the most out of these last 5 calls for the year, to just really power our mindset. We know that it's about powering our mindset, keeping us knowledgeable about what's going on in the market, and then of course going after new money. Right? So we get into this habit, we get into this discipline, this routine of setting our week up for success with these 3 key factors. Number 1, mindset, what's going in the market, because your clients are going to ask you about it. So you definitely want to be knowledgeable. And then thirdly, like I always mention, even if you gone under contract, closed, congratulations, Marissa, on closing just last week. But it's time to go get new money. It is time to go get new money. All right. So with that being said, I want to deal
training that started at 10, my huddle meeting,
with the mindset shift for this week. I want to be very frank about where we are right now. We've been talking about market conditions for a while now, right? What we're seeing right now with the interest rates and lack of inventory has been going on for a while now. I want to be, and every time we come together, you're fine. Every time we come together, I'm just glad to see you. Every time we come together, I definitely, I always encourage you guys to focus on the solution. Focus on the solution. Everybody wants to talk about the problem with today's market, but I always encourage you guys, I provoke you guys, I instruct you guys, I coach you guys to focus on the solution, because again, folks are still closing. Again, your colleague right here in the room, Marissa, just closed on Friday. Many of you just closed last week. Deals are still closing. Now, are they closing as easy as they were before? No, they're not coming, we're not coming by closings as easily as we were before, but we're still closing. And so the mindset shift that I want to discuss with you guys this morning is the idea, and one of my mentors told me this years ago, literally told me this when I first graduated from law school, and it has stayed with me. He said to me, if it was easy, everyone would be doing it. If it was easy, everyone would be doing it. So what is it? Obviously, in today's market, closing deals, right? Going under contract, getting listings. If it was easy, everyone would be doing it, but everyone isn't. But the fact that someone is lets you know that it's possible, right? Oh, and by the way, even if you haven't seen anyone do it yet, if you believe it's possible, whatever you believe it is. But the fact that someone else is going under contract, the fact that someone else is listing properties, congratulations, Shamika, on your new listing. The fact that someone else is closing, again, congratulations, Marissa, that means you can do it too. Is it easy? No, but it's possible. If it were super easy, everyone would be doing it, right? When during COVID, oh, everybody wanted to be a realtor. Everybody wanted to be a realtor. Everyone wanted to be a realtor because it just looks so easy. And oh my God, unfortunately for us, we do sometimes tend to make things look easier than they are because that's all part of our marketing. So everyone thinks they can do it. But we know as of right now, you guys know yourself. Look around, look in your offices, look in your chat groups, look in your email communications. You know, colleagues are dropping. They're dropping out. They're dropping out of the business. They're dropping out of the industry because guess what? Right now, it's not super easy, but it is possible. It's 100% possible. This is when you have to go back to the fundamentals. Hey, Andre, good to see you. This is when you have to go back to the fundamentals. What are the fundamentals? The fundamentals is consistently marketing, consistently learning, consistently applying what you're learning, watching your numbers, scripts practice. Oh, and by the way, of course, your scripts today are going to be different because of what's going on in the market. But I want to remind each and every one of you, it is very much possible. If it was easy, everyone would be doing it. So I want you to adopt that mindset shift today. And I want you to, from that, say, well, it may not be easy right now, but it's definitely possible. It's definitely possible. Oh, and the last thing I can tell you for sure, as you hone your skills and get better at the things that are necessary to do business in this market, as the market gets quote unquote easier, it's going to be like a hot knife through butter because you've done the things to hone your skills and get yourself better, right? If it was easy, everyone will be doing it. Do the things that will cause you to be successful. And again, don't expect it to be easy because it's not. It's just not. It's just not going to be easy, right? I want to be very frank. I want to set expectations. It's not going to be easy, but it's worth it, right? So take that with you. If it was easy, everyone will be doing it, but it's not. So everyone isn't, but you are. So stay the course, okay? So with that being said, the market update. Listen, again, I want to be frank. I really want to be frank. For all intents and purposes, what they're saying is that they're going to be elevated interest rates for the next 12 months. The interest rates are not going to be, they're never, I won't say never, but you're not going to see 2%, 3%, even 4% soon. Our greatest hope is to get in the 5 and the 6 range, where people will have a little bit of a wiggle room. But with that being said, because you cannot just do the easy peasy, lemon squeezy, as they say, deals, because you know now that you have, this is the whole reason why we have this Monday call, because you as real estate professionals, you have to know what's out there. Again, congratulations to Shamika. One thing I tell Shamika about a deal, about a financing option, she's immediately finding someone to say, hey, what about these DSCR, these investor loans, right? What I'm showing you guys on the screen is, as far as your marketing, screenshot this, include this in your communications. Because again, your clients think that they only know conventional. They only know they need to have 20% down. Even in today's market, guys, even with today's interest rate, they don't have to have 20% down. FHA is still 3.5% down. VA, no money down, right? Buy before you sell. For your sellers that are like, okay, I want to sell, but I don't want to be stuck in limbo. What am I going to purchase? We have loan programs that allow them to buy before they sell. Oh, by the way, jumbo is going up. What qualifies as a jumbo loan? They expect it to be around 750. That's already, many of our lenders are already pricing those loans as jumbo loans, right? Or staying them conventional rather. At 750 and under, they're still conventional. The current, the official rate is 726 and some change. After that, you're jumbo. And when you get into jumbo, you get into different interest rates. Guess what? Tell your borrowers, we got a little bit more money and you're still going to be conventional. And that's a good price point to be in, by the way. But anyway. And of course, hard money if you have investors. Home equity lines of credit. Maybe your seller has equity. They don't want to refinance. You don't want them to refinance right now with today's interest rates. You want them to take out a HELOC. That's fine. They can take out a smaller amount of their equity at today's interest rates to make that next purchase, to make that investment purchase, if they decide not to do a DSCR. But do you see how going deeper and learning the loan products that are available? Again, you don't have to be the expert, but you should be able to have conversations with your customers on how to resolve this whole conversation about interest rates, affordability, and inventory. I promise you, you bring them these solutions, you are 100% their realtor forever, right? So definitely, like I said, screenshot this, keep this in your back pocket. When you're having conversations with your clients, you're figuring out, well, which of these loans, and by the way, there's still down payment assistance. I don't have that up here because, it comes and goes, but there's still down payment assistance. There is still down payment assistance. Make sure your buyers know that, right? And there's still the whole 3-2-1-2-1 buy down. So the point is, there's still financing options out there. Now, the last thing I want to say, and I was having this conversation with our lending team before I got on the call. This is very important. This is very important. Although you clearly have these options on how to address interest rates, I want you guys to make sure you have the conversations with your customers when you talk about affordability, about the fact that, listen, I'm sure they've heard of the phrase buy low, sell high. Buy low, sell high. Many buyers right now, they need to purchase what they can afford. Let's say, for example, they want a single family, but what they can find is a townhome. You should be instructing your buyers, you're making a real estate investment. See, what has happened, unfortunately, in the past is that buyers have been encouraged to spend all the way up to their budget. Just buy as much as you can buy. When do you really need that, right? But we know as real estate professionals that when you make a real estate investment, what do they do immediately? They immediately start building equity. They immediately, if they're renting, they stop the bleeding on just throwing money out that they're not going to see again. So you want to explain to your buyers, listen, this might not be the 3-2 single family detached home that we were looking for. The only thing we're coming across right now is townhomes. What is our goal right now? Is our goal is it just the 3-2 single family detached? Or is our goal to get you in a property, to get you into a real estate investment that you can start building equity, you can stop the bleeding, and then get you on a path to purchasing that 3-2 single family home when it becomes available? So we talked about this before, having a conversation with your customers, educating them on making an investment. They're not buying a pair of shoes. For my ladies, you're not buying a purse, right? For guys, you're not buying a motorcycle. You're making a real estate investment. And what you're able to invest in right now today is what the market is offering you. So let's start having conversations around real estate investment. Now, in addition to this, with regards to new money, we're going to go in a little bit different direction today, but it's necessary. When we talk about new money today, I want to talk about literally what are additional streams of income for you right now. Listen, in every sector of our industry right now, transactions are down. In every sector. What do I mean by that? On the real estate and for realtors, for lenders, for title companies, for photographers, for appraisers, for everyone that's in this space, transactional, everybody. Because we all pretty much run off the same pipeline. Everyone's deal velocity is down right now, some more than others. So with that being said, again, you got to have a frank conversation. I'm not going to sit up here and act like you guys don't know that on average, everybody's looking at about a 30% decline in transactions. But I know for example, your expenses haven't made a 30% decline. Not at all, right? Your expenses have not had a decline. And also this whole pesky thing about inflation. With that being said, it is high time, as they say, for real estate professionals to be very intentional about multiple streams of income. Multiple streams of income. Now, today, a quick conversation. And this is not even all of the possible streams of income, but multiple streams of income. So we're going to start small. Number one, if you don't generally take rentals, maybe you should look at taking rentals. Maybe you should look at having a conversation with a rental property. Maybe they're it's a leasing development. I literally just having a conversation with a realtor on Friday. Well, he literally targets leasing projects that are coming up out the ground to potentially be their exclusive, if not have some form of exclusive relationship with them to market that project. We all know that eventually renters will become buyers. And of course, if they're luxury renters, they're likely to become luxury buyers, right? And so there are so many different ways to attack this additional stream of income. But I want to just make sure that I put it on your radar screen, right? Make sure I put it on your radar screen. Now, I made sure to categorize these streams of income as active versus passive. This is active, right? Rental, you're going to have to do all the things that you do with the buyer, taking them to see different properties, so on and so forth, negotiating their contract. But if you have not considered rentals for whatever reason previously, just consider it. I'm not telling you to just completely change course if you're very focused, very purchase and sale focused, but I am telling you in this market where obviously purchases and sales are a little down right now, that's a potential additional income stream. Property management. Are there owners that are tired of collecting rent? Now, I'm going to tell you, this is something that could start small. I know realtors that this is how they built their purchase and sale business, by starting off being property managers, right? Of course, this is how you build relationships. We could have a whole conversation about how to do property management. I know a number of realtors that do property management. But again, this is an active stream of income, okay? Part-time or contract work, let's be honest. This is a market where a lot of employers are hiring realtor or just hiring people to work remotely. So if this is something that you could pick up you could pick up a job, or an independent contractor job, or some type of part-time work, again, just to tide over this little 30% decline in business. Why not? Right? Because at the end of the day, what we're looking for is just our income. How we get there It's how we get there. If you have to consider contract work, let it be in a stream or in an area that is going to support your business. But let's not neglect to consider that additional stream of income, right? Now, pivoting to passive streams of income. And there you go, mobile notaries. And that is definitely, that is a very common additional stream of income for real estate professionals doing mobile notary work. I mean, it's a no-brainer, right? It's a no-brainer. It's what you do anyway. Now, this is where these streams of income are things that you may be starting now, but I suggest that you figure out how to keep these streams of income into the future. Airbnb hosting. Now, again, this is a whole strategy on this. Whether you purchase an Airbnb, where you do like an Airbnb arbitrage, where you rent out a property and with the permission of the owner, you host it as an Airbnb, set it up, do all the things. That's a possibility. The point is putting the idea out there. Consider Airbnb as an additional stream of income. We talked about this before when we were talking about you working with your owners to potentially purchase properties and host them as Airbnbs. We know, guys, the revenue from Airbnbs from just a couple weekends will cover many mortgage payments. We know this, personal experience. So again, whether you start off now, Airbnb arbitrage, you rent a property and then re-rent it Airbnb, or maybe you're in a position where you have a property that you already can host as an Airbnb, or you're ready to purchase. But as real estate professionals, these are some income streams that we should 100% be on top of. Okay. Now, similarly, with that being said, long-term rentals. Do you need to seek a DSCR loan to purchase a property and make it a rental? Again, passive streams of income. The wealth in this country is built on what? Real estate, land. People are always going to need somewhere to live. Even if you're working remotely from what? Home, from some type of structure. So we're in the best space in real estate. But what I want to impress upon you guys today is to take advantage of the space that you're in and you should already be experts in. Affiliate marketing. If you guys have a decent following, affiliate marketing is such things as the, what do you call it? Amazon sales page. Those are examples, right? Oh, here's items for your home. You're already in the real estate space. Why not? Why not talk about things to spruce up, beautify, stock, stage, clean, prepare homes for purchase and or sale, right? That's a passive stream of income for the most part. Yeah, you got to put a little, put a couple photos up, videos up, but for the most part, you put your link up and then they're purchasing from you, right? Now, stocks and REITs. Now, tell me everybody's heard of REITs. I put stocks up here, but I want to say specifically REITs because REITs are real estate related stocks that pay dividends. You want the ones that pay dividends. The idea is today's economy, it happens every so often. Mark my words, y'all gonna say, Nicole said it. Today's economy has brought back to the forefront that as really, exactly, you're interested in REITs. REITs are a beautiful thing. And then when you talk about stocks, I say you invest in what you know. I do Lowe's, Home Depot, Amazon. I do real estate related stocks because that's what I know, right? And I have stock in Tesla, of course. I drive a Tesla. I have stock in charging ports because I use chargers for my car. But these are additional streams of income, right? And so what today's market has really put to our forefront and put some time in, guys, to really think through this. today on the huddles, we move very quickly. Bernadette, I'm glad that you said that you're interested in it. We'll look into potentially having more calls on this because this is really important. You, as real estate professionals, we can't just work for the commission. We cannot work for the commission. We cannot work for the commission. You cannot work yourself to wealth. You will not. You will invest your way to wealth. You will invest your way to wealth. You cannot work your way to wealth, right? You will invest your way to wealth because we also know that the dollar, we see inflation. What keeps up? We sit in a gold mine of opportunity because we are the intermediaries and dealers, brokers of one of the most highly valued commodities, assets, and that is real estate. If we are not the first partakers of the benefits of investing in real estate and having a strategy together so that in times like this, we can say, well, at least I have assets, then we're not doing it right. We should be able to say, well, at least we have assets. At least we have assets. And what are assets? Assets are commodities that will generate income, revenue, money, cashola for you on demand. On demand. All right, Gina? On demand. And so I say this to you again, out of personal experience. My entire family is in real estate. And so, like I told you guys weeks ago, nobody's immune. If you're in this space, nobody's immune to what's going on. But if you have set yourself up to have different streams of income, you can weather the storm differently. And so just about a week ago, was having conversations about what's going on right now. And the definitive statement was, well, at least we have assets. At least we have assets. So the clarion call to our community, it's been said so many different times. And I kind of tapped at this a little bit. Exactly. I kind of tapped on this a little bit. If you guys follow me on social, I tapped on this a little bit about a week ago because it was just so heavy on me. It was just so heavy on me that, seeing the distress of just people, not just realtors, but just people, but people not really understanding how to build wealth, how to make your money work for you, and really how to have multiple streams of income and how to have assets, right? So with that being said, that's our call today, guys. I just wanted to introduce that concept to you to just really get you thinking, even as we will be back to our regularly scheduled programs next week. I'll give you all the loan programs and all of that, but let's keep the first things first. While you guys are building everyone else's asset pool, be sure to build your own as well. While we're working for everyone else, giving everyone else in their first and second and their investment property and their vacation home, let's make sure we can match up. And if we can't, why not? What's the first thing I need to do, right? To create additional streams of income so that when these types of markets present themselves, we can say, well, at least I have assets. All right. All right. So this Thursday, our training is working with the transaction coordinator. You guys know this month we've been working on, our topic has been mastering buyer and broker dynamics, empowering realtors for ideal representation of buyers. What are the best ways to work with buyers to create just a wow experience for both, not just your buyer, but for you as well, so that you're both happy at the closing table and not just your buyer and you're really just suppressing frustration because you're exhausted, right? So on Thursday, We're going to talk about how to work with a transaction coordinator. Exactly. How to work with transaction coordinator to make sure that, again, that you and your buyers land at the closing table very happy and ready to celebrate. But that being said, this recording, if you need to go back and listen to it, I suggest you do. Because again, the strategy for each and every one of you is going to be different. The strategy for how to create an additional stream of income is going to be different. Some of you are already active. Marissa dropped in the chat. She's already doing mobile notary. She's already active. So some people need to get their first strategy. Some I see in the chat I already know are already own investment real estate. They're already a landlord. They already have Airbnbs. They already have an additional stream of income. And so for those, they're going to just take it to another level. Some have additional licenses that they can utilize, right? And it's just a way of, again, building another stream of income. So with that being said, it was great to see everyone. I will see you guys next Monday. All right. Yep, that's right. Invest in yourself. We want to be able to, when this market shifts, in every day, whether it's up or down, we'll be able to say, well, at least I have assets. I need to get a shirt, right? At least I have assets. All right. All right, guys. No problem. Good to see everybody. Y'all go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Awesome. No problem. I'll see you guys Thursday. Bye.